Alright, so today I have the Think 6.5 V2. I think I ordered this back in July. And today I'll be opening it for the first time. I haven't really taken a full look at it yet. So I'm really excited what is inside. It's the Schrodinger version, which means it's a mystery box. So they did not release what the colorway was of this keyboard. And I kind of like the risk of not knowing what I'm getting. So today we're gonna see what is in here, and then we're just gonna build it on the spot. So it should be super fun. Yeah, I guess we'll just hop right into it. All right, so I think the first box is we have. Let's see what's inside here. I think so, these are just the tools, and I think like the. How's this thing even open? I found it. I found it. Let's see what we got here. There's a box, 3 boxes in the box. Oh my gosh. And it's a bubble wrap. I will say this packaging is like super nice. I don't lie. Hey, what's up? Fake Cozinha. Welcome from Brazil. Alright, so let's see what this first one is. The first part we have I think this is the PCB. Nice white design with like underglow LEDs. Seems pretty straightforward. There's nothing like crazy on here. It's pretty standard layout. I'll open it up later. I think I get the idea of it. Hopefully it works. Let's see what we got next. We have like some tools. We have, ooh, this is super nice. It's like a screwdriver. It has like Gray Studio on it. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It's kind of neat. It's fancy. Sick. And then we have a pair of tweezers. M3 screws. I think those are for the bottom feet. And then the gaskets for the plate. And I think this is for the badge. Oh, they have little, that's kind of nice. It comes with washers for the stabs. That's convenient. Alright. Then in the last one, we have the plate. I believe this is the FR4 plate with ready for the gaskets. So there we go. Pretty straightforward. Alright. Now let's hop into this. This is the actual board here. I haven't seen this yet, so this is a world premiere. I believe other people have unboxed these and built them. I don't know if they're all the same, but I am really looking forward to this. So yeah, here we go. It's been about, what is it, like 5 months since I've been able to open this and actually build this together. So you're here with me right now. We're gonna look at this together and see what it is. Big money, big money. I'm hoping for something pretty out there. Drop something there. All right, guys, ready? And 3, 2, 1. Here's the reveal of the Schrodinger board. Okay, I think this is like some type of E-white. There's like a black badge, I think. Let's take a look. This is actually kind of sick. Open that up. Ooh, baby. Oh, it's more like a. I kind of like it because it's not super white. It's more like a beige. And I'm kind of into that. This is the dampener there. And there we have it. We have like a white. I don't even know if this is cream. I think this is pretty clean though. With a black badge. I got the 2U version, so this is pretty sweet. And I guess this lights up once you have everything set up. And I think I already have an idea of how I'm going to put this together, so I'm really excited for that. But sick, yeah, there it is. Mode. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this together. We'll see what happens. Let's see what we got. Okay, this is my idea. I have some Boba U4t. I think they're just regular U4s. Because U4Ts are the silent ones, I forget. But these are lubed with 205G00. Then I have some stabs. I think they're just Duroc, whatever, smoky stabs. And I think I'm going to use Godspeed. So let's check this out. I think this is gonna work really well. I think this should be a good match here because it's like a beige and then like Yeah, I think this is gonna look pretty good with Godspeed. So I guess we'll just go with that. Sick. And then I have some Artisans I want to put on. I've been waiting to use these. One sec. Where do they go? Not wrong one. One sec. I've been waiting for an excuse to use this for last month. But with Godspeed, I also have this keycap from Clackeys. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hello? There we go. It's like a little visor. And I guess it lights up from the back, but I don't think I'm going to do any LEDs because I'm lazy. This is going to look pretty sweet. The visor won't stay down. Alright, I guess we'll just hop into this here. So if you haven't watched a keyboard being built before, I'll be sharing with you some of the steps I'm doing here to build this keyboard. If you haven't built a keyboard already, it's a really fun thing and an idea to be able to build something that you'll be typing on every day. So if you haven't already, I hope this interests you to want to build your own custom keyboard. So the first step I'm doing here is lubricating my stabilizers. The stabilizers are the ones that hold the larger keys on your keyboard. So this is usually your left, shift, spacebar, enter key, backspace. And what I'm doing here is lubricating each part of the stabilizer. So there's an outer housing that gets mounted to the PCB. There's a little stem that goes inside that housing that goes into the keycap, as well as a wire to make sure that your keycap goes up and down evenly as you press the key. And from there, I want to make sure all of these parts are well lubricated to make sure that, one, it feels very smooth and is a really nice experience to type on, as well as to eliminate any unwanted sounds. So usually you'll hear some rattle or some pinging with very untuned stabs. It's also a good idea for myself, as I've learned, to really spend a lot of time and attention to this process, as you basically need to disassemble your whole keyboard in the case you want to adjust them. So doing it right the first time is really the optimal thing to do here. So here I'm going to be completing my last set of stabilizers, which is for the spacebar. And I feel like I want to pay more attention to the spacebar, as that's probably the larger key I'll be using the most. And thankfully this keyboard kit came with washers. So as I screw in these stabilizers, there's washers included that prevent it from shorting the PCB in case there's any conjunction with other, I guess, leads on the PCB here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use the sound dampening foam and the plate on top of it and kind of sandwich them together. So from the plate, I usually put in my switches first, and making sure that they're all secure and in place as well as even. And I'll be adding these individually, which is a really fun time. And it's good time to reflect on life and all of my decisions and how many keyboards I built. But either way, it's very therapeutic and I enjoy it a lot. Alright, from there I'm going to line it up with my PCB and try to get all of the pins through the holes so I can solder it on together properly. And I found out that I actually bent a few pins, so I had to kind of readjust it and making sure all the pins are straight before I went ahead and gone for it. I also like to make sure that I have my my bottom left row, or I guess my first row next to the spacebar as the right units, because sometimes these PCBs offer different layouts where you can use like 1U keys or 1.25s. So I just went 1.25 all around the first row. So I'm going to go ahead and solder here. I usually like to solder the outer corners just to make sure everything is in properly. And then once those outer corners are in, I'll go ahead and solder the rest of the keyboard, just one by one and going down the row. If you're looking for a little guide on how to solder these pins into the PCB, I have I'll put up a little picture guide that I found really useful. I guess we're looking for, I guess what someone told me was Hershey Kisses. Yeah, Hershey Kisses, like the candy that you want your solder to look like around these pins. And I found that that's a good way to look at it, because it's pretty easy to like make a cold joint or not add enough solder in general to your switches here. Yeah, but it's just going down the row, making sure each one is done. It might be easy to miss a switch if you're not doing this in order, so I would recommend if you're doing a soldered keyboard, just make sure you have like a pattern of how you're doing it, because I myself missed quite a few switches in soldering before. I generally prefer like soldered keyboards in general. I guess they sound a little different, but I just like the idea of like soldering things. I think it's fun. But if in general you don't like soldering, hot swap is actually a pretty decent option, and I don't see too many problems with it. So I'm heading over to the case, and I'm gonna basically disassemble it first with the screwdriver that came with the keyboard kit. And then it includes gaskets. So basically the gaskets are kind of dampening between the plate and the case. So it creates a little like foam barrier that acts as, you know, stabilization for the plate, as well as some sound properties that make it feel somewhat better. I'm not sure if that's debatable whether it feels that much better, but I think it's a cool idea nonetheless. And it's as easy as that. We have our board built. I'm adding the bottom feet, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add my keycaps. I think this board is coming together really well, and I'm pretty happy just in general with how the keyboard case came out and the color. I guess it's ivory when I was looking into it more, and then how it looks with GMK Godspeed. I think it's a really cool color combination, and I'm really happy with the board. So after this board's built, in a few seconds I guess, I'll be going into a sound test, so I hope you like how this keyboard sounds, as this is probably my best sounding board I have on me right now. Not bad. Sounds really good. Cool. I think that's it. That was nice. Alright guys. Well, that's it for today. I guess I'm gonna go. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll try streaming again on Wednesday, maybe. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Yeah, May. Hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. Or, I mean, it's probably like 11 o'clock where you're at, but hope you sleep well at least. Alright, dude. Take care. I'm gonna go ahead and stream. Have a good one. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.